Hey, you guys. What's going on? It's your girl, Queen Motivation, and I'm at work. But when I tell you this message was just weighing heavy on my spirit, and I was like, you know what? Work or not, I'm gonna get this message out because somebody needs to hear this, and it was put on my spirit because I needed to hear it. And I know that if I needed to hear it, I know that somebody else needed to hear it because each and every one of us, we go through a hardship, we go through a storm, we go through a trial, we go through a tribulation. Now, granted, every last one of us are facing the exact same storms. We're just facing them at different times. And some people think that their storm is greater than the next person's storm. And what it is it's the levels of how you handling the storm. Like, somebody mom can pass away, and then there's somebody else mom who passed away. Now this person on the left mom passed away. They can't hold it. They can't keep it together. They struggling. They stressed out. They slipped into depression, and it's hard for them. The person on the right mom passes away, and they're handling it. They're maintaining. They're doing things to keep their spirit up. They're just in a better position mentally. But they both lost their parents. So we're all facing and encountering the same kind of storms at different times, but it's how you handle the storm that you're in. That's what separates us from other people, because financially, a lot of us are struggling. Emotionally, a lot of us are struggling. Mentally, and so on and so on. It's just how you handle the storm that you're in. That's the difference of the trials and the tribulations and the storms, because we're all facing something. So when I think about that, I think about how a lot of us go through stuff at rare times, and it just seems like it's so overbearing, like it's too much. We're exhausted. We don't know how much more we can endure. So some of us are not supposed to be in the seasons that we're in. We're enjoying these seasons because it's giving our flesh power. It's allowing us to act out in a very earthly manner. And we don't want to be judged or talked about or made fun of because we're different. And when I say different, you have friends or family members or spouses or whatever that enjoy certain things that you can't enjoy. Like, your friends might be turning up, enjoying life, drinking, just doing all these different things, right? And nothing seems to be happening to them, so you think. And then you try to go into the atmosphere of their lifestyle, and it's not going for you the way it's going for them. They're drinking, they're partying, they're turning up. Okay, it fits their season. You try to get in the season and drink and party and turn up, and all kinds of havoc and turmoil and so many different things is letting you know that's not your season, that's not your alignment, that's not your calling. So you're going through greater things. You're dealing with things that seems to be a little more potent than what they're going through. And it's not the fact that you're going through things worse. It's the fact that you're going through unnecessary things. We are not supposed to be in certain seasons that we're enjoying. And this is why our life is not coming together. There's a lot of us that are supposed to be walking a different path, but we're choosing the path that pleases man, and we're not choosing the path that pleases God. So what ends up happening is we get so comfortable in running away from God that some point in our life we have absolutely no choice but to run to God. And you be going through so much, and it doesn't even have to be that way. granted, we go through some things. We're supposed to go through hardships, trials, and tribulations, and things of such. But some of us go through things that we was never supposed to experience because we've decided to choose our own path and our own direction. I'm speaking from personal experiences. I feel like God put me in a season where I was supposed to be different. I was supposed to be the light in a lot of darkness. I was supposed to pull people away from a sinful life and bring people to a more godly life. You know, the encouraging words, the motivation, the inspiration, you know, the things that I enjoy. And the only reason that God allowed me to be able to push out motivation and inspiration is because He sees something in me that I couldn't see within myself. And a lot of us are in position where God sees things in us that we don't see in ourselves, so we choose our own path. And then it's like God allowed me to go through the things that I was supposed to go through. And those things were supposed to bring me back to Christ. They were supposed to put me in a season where I stayed connected. But I got more in tune with the flesh side, the more ungodly side, the things that I was giving power to my flesh, and I was enjoying these things. And all these things did was bring me to where I am today. And being brought to this place where it's so humiliating, but it's so humbling at the same time. And it's like, I didn't realize how loved I was until I can see people wanting to be around me. But I couldn't understand the power of what it's like for people to want to be around you. And you're just a blessing to be around. Because I was too busy trying to be seen and heard when all I had to do was be a presence. And when you understand your calling or your position, it hits different when you really, really see what you were supposed to be doing. I was supposed to only be a presence. I was supposed to walk in a room and the power of God was supposed to shine through me so bright that people will flock to me, but in a positive manner. But I took that and indulged in the negative side of it. Like I said, you know, in the previous video, I talked about the molestation and the rape and, you know, the things that I've endured, the unnecessary hardships, being exposed to certain different things. And some of that stuff was not supposed to happen. A lot of it wasn't supposed to happen. But when you don't recognize your power in your position, you go the wrong way. You choose the wrong steps. When there's no spiritual covering, there's no spiritual balance, you create a version of part-time praising. You praise God, you love on God, you give God glory when it's beneficial to you. But when you're supposed to walk different, be different, accept different things, we ignore God. Okay, we want God to show up for us financially, and we want to be able to boast on the material aspect of life. We want people to see us dressing good, looking good, smelling good, nice cars, nice houses, and the inside is beat up, battered, broken. But as long as we can dress the outside appearance up, we feel that's enough. And when God starts to take away the outside material stuff, it leaves us with nothing but the inside. And a lot of us don't like what's on the inside of us. And this is why we dress up on the outside so people can't see the inside of us. And when you start to understand your power and your position, your inside starts to leak out. And when your inside starts to leak out on your outside, it starts to damage the outside things, because we was never supposed to be connected to the outside things. We were supposed to be connected to the inside things, which means our spirit must have been pured and cleansed and washed, and we was never supposed to enjoy the outside. And so now, here we are, having to face the inside that we destroyed with the things we connected to, the people we connected to. And now we are rebuilding the inside. And when I tell you that as much as I ran from God, as much as I'm running from God, I feel like there's a tug that's showing me I can't run no more. All this trying to connect to love, trying to feel the need of companionship. I never connected to the right man, never. And it's because my insides you have to recognize your power and your position. So God can clean up the inside and dismantle the outside. Because one thing about you is only supposed to be a presence. You are supposed to walk in rooms and be so bright that all the people that's not supposed to be in that room is going to walk out, because they can't bear the light that you bring. So this message is to tell somebody to be that light. Let God dismantle your outside and clean up your inside, and really wholeheartedly run back to God and stay away from the things that God is not telling you to go to, or the places God is not connecting you to. And that's the message that I have. I love you guys. Stay blessed.